Hello, everybody, and welcome to 321 Sportscast, another edition of the Summer Series 2024. In studio today, I have some lacrosse players from Space Coast Lacrosse. I got Kayla Beuer across the table from me and Issa Brown to my right. How you ladies doing today?
We're doing good.
Well, I appreciate you taking a little time to come in. We're going to talk a little bit of lacrosse. We're going to talk some school, and then we're going to talk some personal stuff. You okay with that?
Yes.
All right, so let's dive right in. First of all, you're both going into your senior season. You're going to be playing lacrosse at Beuer High School, and you're both committed, so congratulations. Kayla is going to be going to Palm Beach Atlantic, about 2 hours south of us, and Issa's staying right here in beautiful Brevard at Florida Tech University. Let me start with you, Issa. What is it about Florida Tech that you chose that school?
It was definitely the team. I really enjoyed getting to meet all the girls and the coach. I really love the coach, and I love her plans for the team and everything. So I feel like that was a big, key thing that I loved and that drew me to that school. It was mainly for the team, but I do love the school.
Plus, Florida Tech is a very good academic school with a lot of job opportunity right here on the Space Coast.
Yes.
Are you excited to be so close to home that you can get that groceries anytime you want?
Yes, definitely.
All right, and you're not too far, you know. Mom can come watch you play lacrosse, doesn't have to spend a lot of gas money. Palm Beach Atlantic, that's a little further away, but it's beautiful down there.
Yes.
What is it about the sailfish that you chose that school?
I personally think that the school chose me because 7th grade year I went down there for a church camp and I stepped on campus and I knew once I stepped on I was like, I love this place. Even if I don't play lacrosse, I want to come here. And then when I got invited by the lacrosse coach, I was just like, I know this is part of my plan. I'm going here.
Was it some of the yachts and fancy cars you saw? Is that what you fell in love with?
No.
That is a very nice school, by the way. And it's far enough to where you got some space and independence, but close enough. Mom and dad can still get down there, take you grocery shopping. How long have you been playing lacrosse?
I've been playing since 6th grade, so 6 years.
Okay, what about you, Issa?
3rd grade, I started playing, so 9 years?
9 years, yeah.
Almost 9 years.
That's a long time for Brevard County, girl, because lacrosse kind of just came around about that time.
Yeah.
So you're a seasoned veteran. You're the old dog around here. What is it about lacrosse that you love? You said you played a lot of sports growing up, but you're solely playing lacrosse now, and you're going to go play in college. What is it about lacrosse that you like?
I love, I feel like it's something that I can do to get my energy out, and I love the girls and everything that I've played with, and Space Coast especially, I grew up playing on, and I think it's become such a family dynamic that I don't want to go anywhere else. So that's what's drawn me to staying and playing.
A lot of good things. What about you? Anything in particular about lacrosse that you just fell in love with?
Honestly, the same thing. Just the environment is so welcoming and like Issa said, it's just like a family. I feel like everyone there is my second family.
Do you ever wish that the girls lacrosse can hit like they do in boys lacrosse? Do you ever just want to get physical like that?
Yes.
I would love to play boys lacrosse.
Why? What is one of the major differences for anyone that may not know? Kayla, what's one of the major differences between boys and girls lacrosse?
So boys lacrosse, you get a really I think it's 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
Their defensive poles are 6 foot long, and they also have pads, and they can whack. But if we touch them wrong, sticks too low,
literally
you get a card whistle.
The calls and everything with the refs have been so bad recently. They call horizontals that's the main thing that they call.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Did you just call the refs out?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Watch out, Beuer lacrosse this year. You're going to be getting some calls. In girls lacrosse, it's they got to spook each other. It's you're running full speed. It's boo, boo, boo.
Yeah, bench,
you have to be very subtle about what you do, and it has to be the perfect way, or it's not
enough
right
to scare them.
Yeah.
In a way.
Well, the refs are going to get better. I have a good feeling. Kayla, what's one of your biggest moments of your career to date?
One of my biggest moments was 2 years ago when we played St. Edward's, and we were in overtime. We were tied, and I made a really big defensive stop, and then got the ball back down to offense, and then
won the game?
No.
But you made the stop.
But I made the stop, and then this year we did the same exact thing. We were tied, and then we won.
Well, St. Edward's is a good team too, so
yeah.
You overcame that hurdle. What's one of the biggest moments of your career?
It was same team, but last year, we went into overtime. We were tied and everything, so I got assisted, and I basically made the winning shot.
You're so humble. You don't want to say it, but you're I made the winning shot. Seed won the game, y'all. What's one of the biggest strengths of your game?
I feel draw, definitely. I feel my stick skills have also gotten there, but draw is such a big part in lacrosse, especially boys too, like face off. Like I feel like that's what like starts the momentum of the game, and draws can determine how the game goes.
Well, it gives your team the possession, and you got to have possession to score goals, and it also sets the tone, right?
Yeah.
What's one of the weaknesses of your game that you're going to work on going into this season?
I think definitely like accuracy and like shooting and everything. I want to get better with my left hand, and I think all around I feel like I can improve. Everybody can improve, so I feel like in all aspects I can improve, but I feel like accuracy and like my stick skills could definitely get better.
Okay, fair enough. Kayla, what about you? What's the strongest point of your game?
Strongest point is definitely being open for my goalie on the ride, because that gives us a chance to get back down to score.
Okay, what's one of the weaknesses that you're working on going into season?
Definitely footwork and just being faster, so being able to be shifty with my offender.
Are you doing anything over the summer to get better footwork and get faster?
I just got cleared because I was out all summer, but I'm slowly getting back into it, yes.
Okay, what about you? Are you doing any kind of conditioning, speed and agility or anything?
Yeah, I have been. I've been going to the gym a lot with my mom, and just been going to the fields and shooting, doing footwork, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What about expectations? Vieira had a very good season last year, pretty much undefeated here in Brevard County. They were undefeated. Y'all were.
Yeah.
Obviously, Vero Beach got you 3 times, but they were very close,
Yeah.
which is better than anyone's ever done. Going into this year, what's your expectations for the team?
Definitely to beat Vero Beach. I feel like that's such a big thing for the Vieira girls and everything, so that would definitely make our season.
So that team just sits on your radar, and you can't wait. Don't overlook some Brevard team now, because you don't want someone to sneak up and pop you. As far as recruiting, you both are committed, but what was that process like? Kayla, we'll start with you in terms of what were you doing to get recruited? What were you doing to get yourself out there in front of coaches?
So my sophomore going to my junior year, every summer, every weekend, I was at a prospect camp, and then sending emails and making my highlight video, and then just like staying in contact with coaches was definitely just a big part of being like the recruiting.
Now, you said there was one particular camp where you connected with a coach, and that's kind of where it started?
Yeah, it was we actually both went to it. It was the USF prospect camp, and there was 4 other coaches other than the USF coach, and then I saw the PBA coach, so I talked to her after, and she was like, yeah, like I think we have a prospect camp in September if you want to come, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to. So then I went, and then 4 or 5 days after, she called me and was like, hey, like I want to offer you.
See that? So you can't predict where the relationship's going to start with the college coach. You just got to stay marketing and stay at camps and emailing and Twittering and all that stuff. Any advice you would give to somebody in the recruiting process?
I think definitely put yourself out there.
In a good way?
Yes, in a good way. Prospect camps were a big thing for me. That's how I got recruited. So just putting yourself out there, like talking to coaches, keeping in communication with them would definitely help.
Plus, prospect camps are fun. You get to travel, right?
Yeah.
Meet other girls, compete, and all that cool stuff. Do you know what you want to study in college at all?
I'm thinking something within like computer science, maybe going into cybersecurity. So
Okay, a lot of opportunity there. What about you, Kayla?
I'm thinking about physical therapy, sports medicine.
A lot of opportunity there. Did you have a favorite class? Kayla, we'll start with you in high school. What was your favorite class?
Honestly, now that I think of it, one of my favorite classes was early childhood. Just being like with the kids, like it was just so much fun, and like creating bonds with them.
Aw, give back to the kiddos. What about you? What do you like?
probably environmental management was like, I think I just liked the like class in general with being with all my friends, and it was fun.
What about a favorite athlete? Boy or girl, any level, anybody that you've ever just admired?
This is gonna sound cliche, but Kobe Bryant, definitely, with just his mentality on like his effort and hard work he puts into his sport, and separating having like fun with having like his time in his sport and putting in that effort just to make himself stand out. I definitely think that's like something I look up to.
Great choice. I'm a huge Kobe fan. And he outworked everybody. First one of the,
definitely.
like a lot of people say they're the first in the gym, but he was hours before and hours after. What about you? Anybody you looked up to, or anybody you just love as an athlete?
So I did gymnastics at a pretty like young age, and ever since then, it's always been like Simone Biles. And like the Olympics going on right now, just the whole USA team, like gymnastics is just such a crazy sport to me that like someone can do that, like all that flipping in the air. Like that's just like, wow.
It's fun to watch in the Olympics. Like that's probably one of my favorite sports in the Olympics. There's so many sports now with breakdancing and badminton, like all this stuff. I'm just like, but gymnastics has always been
it's
very iconic and very talented too. Watching what they do, it's pretty crazy.
So much talent.
All right, my favorite subject, food. What's your favorite food? You got one?
Steak. I am such a big steak girl. Like that's definitely my top food.
She's laughing. She's like, steak. Well, how do you like your steak cooked? Are you more of a rare or a well done or a medium?
Medium. Yeah, medium. Just a little bit of pink, juicy still.
She said medium with just a little bit of ketchup on it, maybe some mustard. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Who would put mustard on a steak? Not me. I do like A1 though. You like A1?
Yeah, I do.
I don't care what the haters say.
I don't really have it that much, but if you give me some rice, like a vegetable,
steak,
and
broccoli,
steak.
A1 sauce.
Yes.
Nice, man. Going to Longhorn Steakhouse after this. Oh, I just gave them a shout out. Maybe they'll cover my lunch. What do you like to eat? What's your favorite food?
Chicken tacos and then a good chips and queso.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned a place in town. Are you going to say who it is or no?
I can't say.
Okay, she's got a secret place. I won't mention it, but it is in Suntree. That's all we're going to tell them. Amazing, Kayla.
Just in Suntree.
What about some hobbies, Kayla? What do you like to do when you're not going to school and playing lacrosse?
Hanging out like with friends and family, and then definitely like the beach and like Bible study, hanging out with the youth group and stuff. Definitely a big one.
Okay. So just wind it down a little bit. You said you like movies too. You like to watch Netflix?
Yeah.
You got a favorite Netflix movie you want to tell us about?
Too Hot to Handle.
What is it?
Too Hot to Handle.
What's that about?
It's a show.
Sounds nasty.
Yeah.
We won't talk
It's not nasty, but like it's just like funny to watch how stupid people are.
Oh, I
And
thought it was one of them
just-
dating shows or something.
It is, but it's just funny to watch how stupid they are with their choices. And
Okay, maybe I'll have to check that out. What about you? What do you like to do when you're not playing lacrosse or going to school?
Definitely hanging out with friends. Like I have a lot of different friends at different schools, so I feel like I have a lot of different people that I love to hang out with. And baking recently.
You said you were into baking. Now tell us what's your best thing? Like you had to get in a baking competition. What are you going to? What are you making?
I honestly
brownies from the box for me.
No, well, I've been doing cookies from like scratch recently, and I made these like Oreo cookies the other day with my friend.
So are you baking or are you buying the pack, throwing it on the little tray? No. 12 minutes later, the cookies are done.
No, we like go and get the ingredients like flour, eggs, vanilla, like all that. I don't have to go in.
All right, well, next time you make a batch of cookies, make sure you get one with my name on it, okay? All right, last question. You still got one more year of high school, but it always goes by fast. Blink of an eye, it just goes by because you're going to be preparing for college. You're going to be getting stuff ready for your dorm and all that stuff. What's the one thing you'll miss the most about the high school experience? Okay.
Just like being around like everybody, and like we've grown up, some of these people I've grown up with since kindergarten, and just like the environment and being with everybody, it's just definitely going to be a hard change when I go to college.
And the one thing about Palm Beach Atlantic, do you think the kids all drive golf carts to school?
No.
Do you drive a golf cart to school?
No.
Oh, for 11.
I was never
11
a golf cart
Vieira
kid.
kids have been in here in the last few months, and not one of them drives a golf cart to school. So I'm still figuring out where the golf carts come from.
It's like the younger kids.
Okay, what about you, Issa? What are you going to miss the most about the high school journey?
Probably same as Kayla, like just the environment and the people. Like we're never gonna get our high school experience back, and I feel like it's such like a big part in our lives. So the people we've grown up with, like it's gonna be weird not going and seeing them every day and seeing new people. Like I'm just gonna have to get used to it. It's gonna be weird.
It changes a little bit, but you'll be just fine. Classes get a little harder, but y'all will do just fine. Well, I told you we were going to keep it short and fun. How do we do?
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all were scared like we were going to like have some kind of crazy questions, but y'all did great. I appreciate you taking a little time to come by today. Hoping you guys a fabulous season. I'm going to be around there a little bit with the Beuer Lacrosse. I'll have my camera out, be doing some things with y'all. But anyway, I appreciate you taking the time. So for Kayla Beuer and Issa Brown, this is Tracy with 321 Sportscast. Y'all have a good day.